Hi guys, it is Daphne here from the Maybe Show, and I am back with another episode of The Blind Griffin. So last time we left off with Emilio acting very strangely, and today we're going to find out hopefully what's going on with him in the storeroom. So let's get started. It's just 2 days later when I notice something's really not right. They're missing. The vague feeling of worry I've had for a while now turns into something much more solid. I should have said something sooner. I shouldn't have let all this slide. I run to find Alexi and Giovanni in the lab. Gio, Alex! What? What's the matter, Daphne? The extra barrels. What extra barrels? They're gone! I was not aware that we had anything extra in the storeroom. We have not had a new shipment in some time. What are you referring to? There were some extra barrels in there recently, but I just had a look, and they're all gone. Alex, let's have a look. Yes. I lead both of them to the storeroom. Everything looks fine to me. You're saying there's barrels missing? Alexi raises his arms up, and the corner of the room where the barrels are starts to glow. After a couple of seconds, Alexi drops his arm and clicks his tongue. He doesn't look happy. The barrels were full of gasoline. What? Where's Emmy? You think the boy had something to do with this? He ain't around, is he? What else am I supposed to think? He's been acting really strange lately, too. He's been hanging around the storeroom a lot. We've got to find him quick. Oh god, he's not going to burn people, is he? Vivi! Huh, what's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost. Vivi, can you watch the place for a while? Well, sure, but... Thanks, we'll be back. We all grab our coats off the table as we rush out. We run up the stairs and out the front. There's one of the barrels right out here. Then, as Giovanni feared... Let's split up. We'll find him faster that way. I nod and run off in different directions from Gio and Alex. If they knew what I'm really capable of, they'd never treat me that way. I wish I weren't so soft-hearted. Non-majors are worthless. Worth less than the gunk on my shoes. I wish they'd all just burn. His words from a few weeks ago stick in my heart. Even someone like me knows what gasoline can do. Even you. Emilio, don't do anything stupid. After running around for a while and looking everywhere, I finally find him in an alley pushing two of the barrels. Emilio! He freezes but looks like he's about to make a run for it. Emilio, stop! His shoulders slump, then he slowly turns around. What are you doing here? I want to ask you the same thing. I'm just selling this booze. Booze, huh? Alexi said it was gasoline. Stop sneaking around and just tell me, what's the point in lying now? Before Emilio can answer, I hear running footsteps come up toward us. Emilio! So you were here. Gio, Alex. Alexei glances at the barrels of gasoline before looking at Emilio, then me. Explain. Emmy, you're already in trouble. Don't make things worse. Please, just let me go. We cannot do that, Emilio. Tell us what's going on. He sighs deeply. I'm getting revenge. Revenge? Don't tell me you're... Those damn Blarneys. Blarneys, I believe, is Irish people. A derogatory term for Irish person. It's the name of a town, so we're a little unsure as why it became a slur. Oh, I didn't know it was a slur. Blarneys, Irish people. I think back to when Emilio told me about his neighbor. The people who bullied you? If it was just me, I could grin and bear it. I've been taking their abuse my whole life, but it's gotten worse. It wasn't enough for them to just mess with me and my family, but they're messing with my parents. My parents' restaurant. Harassing customers, trashing the place. Why could you not call the police? The cops? What makes you think they care about what happens to the dregs of society? No, they want us fighting each other. I know that. Well, that's definitely true. If you look at the anthropology of the system. What? What are you doing with all this gasoline? I ask what's on everybody's mind. I'm burning down their restaurant. Don't look so happy, you little scamp. Emmy! It's only fair, isn't it? After everything they've done, everything we've had to put up with. If things go on like this, my parents are going to lose their business. I'm sick and tired of palookas messing everything up. They think they're so great just because their skin's whiter than ours. I've thought the same thing too before. Why couldn't my parents find better jobs? Why were folks so rude to us? I understand what he's been through, why he's so angry. Well, I've got something they don't got. My fire. I'm gonna make it so they can't ever show their faces around here again. I never should have taken this for so long. We've got magic. Why not use it? What's the point in living in hiding, holding ourselves up like criminals? It's not easy to answer. The three of us understand his feelings better than anyone. So you've been planning this for a while? That's right. I figured out their schedule, see? They're all going to be at church still for the night service, and I'm taking this chance while nobody's around. This is why you've been so moody and distant. I should have asked someone about the extra barrel sooner. I could have stopped this earlier. But there was no way I could have known. I can't blame myself. We're here now. Look, I've made up my mind. If you're going to get in my way, even if it's you guys all... But you're wrong. You don't really hate non-mages. Huh? Haven't you listened to anything I've said since we met? How the hell can you think that? If you really hated them so much, you would have done something bigger sooner. But you chose a Sunday. You didn't want anyone getting hurt. I just didn't want to get arrested. You can get arrested just for this, can't you? It's hard hating people. Blind hatred, the will to kill. It's not that easy. You can't do it, can you? You can't kill. Sure I could. I just don't feel like it right now is all. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Come on. Come on, kid! If you truly wish to dominate these palookas, as you call them, there have been many chances up until now. Why did you not do something sooner? It just wasn't the right time. That sounds like an excuse. What do you know? What do any of you know? Gio walks over and puts a hand on Emilio's shoulder. The thing is, we don't know. You haven't told us, so how can we? Gio, let's go back. Don't do this. If they're harassing your parents, then we'll help you stop them, but this ain't the way. Emilio stares at the ground for a long time. Then finally he nods slowly. We walk back to the blind Griffin together, with Gio pushing the barrels along. I think all this time Emilio just wanted to be accepted. He didn't like feeling different, but his neighborhood kids stepped all over those feelings. He didn't know what else to do. His pride didn't let him admit to what he really wanted either. But maybe now he'll think about it and change. Guys, this game is much deeper than you would think. You think it's a funny little game about magicians learning how to do light magic, but it's not. It's super intense. Okay, almost a month goes by. We don't talk about what happened, and Emilio goes back to mentoring me. Nobody comes and says it, but we are all trying to give him some space to think. It takes a lot to push someone to the point where they want to burn a place to the ground, and it takes a long time for someone who do that to get over it. Before I know it, February 5th comes along, the day of my magic exam. Are you sure you're ready, Bearcat? Ready as I'll ever be. If you got something to say, just say it. He takes a deep breath. I've been thinking. Pretty dangerous. Oh, dry up, just listen. In my whole family, I'm the only magician. They love me and support me and all, but I always felt alone. They could never really understand what magic was about, and well, I couldn't understand them either. I try to imagine telling my family about my magic. I can't figure out whether they'd be proud or just scared, so I understand the feeling. I found the blind Griffin, but Gio and Alex are already on the top of their totem pole, and I already told you what it was like with the other kids around my age. I just wanted to be number one somewhere. I wanted someone to notice all my hard work and say, "Wowza, you're the best." When nobody did, I stubbornly made myself number one. I decided every palooka out there was below me. But you just want them to accept you. You wanted those Irish neighbors of yours to quit picking on you and be friends with you instead. Yeah, somewhere deep down I guess I did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, well I wish I didn't care so much. He laughs at himself. I don't think I can forgive them for what they've done, not just because they messed with me, but for harassing my family and all. But I'm glad you three stopped me. I could have done some real damage. You stopped yourself. We just said some words. Ha! Still, thanks. I can't forgive my neighbors for what they did, but I don't want to hate them. I don't want to hate all the non-magicians. I don't know what I can say. Let's hold his hand. Before I get a chance to really think about it, I reach out and hold his hand. Ah! Look at his little red face. Look at her little blush. He looks surprised for a second, but then calms down. We lace our fingers together. I hope he can understand how I feel from that. I want to try to be a more understanding person. I know I've been pretty crummy mentor to you. Could have been worse. But I'll do better next time, if there is a next time. Though there's only one person I really want approval from. Who? Never you mind. Well, I'm sure you can do it. Thanks, Daphne. First things first, though. You gotta pass your exam. Got any last-minute questions? We both practiced magic for a while before I leave for my exam. I guess I can't know for sure until I take it for real, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Me and Emilio will both be just fine. I ended up passing my exam with flying colors. I became an official member of the Coven, and time just flies by.
Are you completely sure that you three will be all right here alone? For the 100th time, yes! We're not little kids, you know. Haha, I'm sure they'll be fine, Alex. I agree, let's enjoy our trip and not worry about them. Marie, Giovanni, and Alexia are all going on some kind of trip, leaving us younger ones to watch the place. Daphne, you gotta keep those two troublemakers in line, got it? Oh, he's winking at me. You got it, Gio. Hey, this Bearcat's the biggest troublemaker here. That's rich coming from you. Dry up, Viv. Well, goodbye to you three. We'll see you again in a few weeks. Should I try some voices? I don't know. I'm pretty bad at voices. Bye-bye. Have a nice trip. Be well. There's my Russian accent. The three of them set off. Business goes on pretty much as usual, though we have to hire another musician to accompany Vivi. I'll go restock the liquor behind the bar, so you polish the glasses. Got it! Vivi just whistles as she watches us. What? Nothing. I was just thinking what a good team you two are. Huh? What are you talking about? Look how red he is. So funny. You two are a good team, unless you wanted to be something else. Something more. I'm making her southern, I don't know why. Breeze off, Viv. Aw, your feelings are way too obvious. Look at how surprised I look. Viv! Emilio's all embarrassed, as usual. He's pretty cute sometimes. Actually, I've been waiting for him to ask me on a date for a while. Whoop, this got, like, actual very quick. But I'm not the patient type, so maybe I'll have to do the asking. Maybe I will. What are you grinning about, Bearcat? Well, I wonder which of us is gonna crack first. Tee hee hee. Tee hee hee hee. Tee hee hee. What? It's been a couple of years since then. Everything okay here? Business was kind of slow today. We got so much candy, it's a waste. Maybe we ought to advertise more. Couldn't hurt. Maybe we'll just put something in the papers. Lexi taught me how to read a long while back. Now I can read the papers with the best of them. A few years ago, Maria and Giovanni left for Europe. I don't really know the specifics, but Gio needed some kind of special medical treatment. Since he and Maria are old friends, Marie went with him. She left the speakeasy to me and Emilio. It was us and Vivi at first, but she finally got her big break. Vivi's back in New York now, probably crooning at nightclubs and singing her heart out. She sends us lots of letters and presents, plus she comes back to visit a lot. Lexi spends most of his time in the lab nowadays. He doesn't always say it, but I think he misses having Gio around. When nighttime rolls around, things are still pretty hoppin'. Here's your whiskey, Mr. Yamada. I bring over a glass to the table where he and Mrs. Grierson are sitting. Thanks, Daphne. It's sad to think that this place might not exist anymore if they get rid of Prohibition, huh? Even if that happens, we'll still be here. Don't you worry, Mr. Yamada. But then maybe we'll be selling booze legally instead. Mrs. Grierson is not pleased, maybe? I don't know. What is it, Mrs. Grierson? Seems like there's something on your mind. Don't tell me you've got the Prohibition blues, too. Just when are you and Emilio getting married? Whoa. Huh? I'd like to be a grandmother soon, you know. When did you become my mother, Mrs. Grierson? You know I took a shine to the two of you a while back when... She launches into one of her long-winded speeches. Just when I'm about to try and politely escape, someone hugs me from behind. Aw, Mrs. Grierson, we can't settle down just yet. What? She's got a, actual... What is happening? This just skipped so much. I should like to see you two happily married before something happens to me. You're in great health, Mrs. Grierson. You know you're not going anywhere. And how do you feel about this, Daphne? Me? Surely you'd want to settle down. Well, I'm so happy already, I don't even have time to worry about it. Haha, is that so? Yep, as you can see, we're doing just fine. Well, if you two are happy, I shan't interfere. Hey, when are you two going to stop messing around? There's lots of other things to do, you know? That was a terrible voice. Oh, I'm not going to do it again. Oops! Emilio lets go of me, looking guilty. See you later, Mrs. Grierson. Of course, dear. Can I have another shot of whiskey, Daphne? What does the pup want? Of course, Mr. Yamada. I leave the table to go back to the bar. Telling the future's not one of my powers, but I feel like these happy days are going to go on forever, so long as me and Emilio are together. Rings of Promise ending. Oh, it's over! It's over. I waited all that time to play it again and it's over. Well, this means just one thing. It means that I need to start again and choose a different ending. Yeah? Alright, we'll do that in the next episode. Bye now!